Welcome back to Unscripted, everybody. Let's get to some trending topics.
Let's do it.
Blake, there is a big old elephant in the room, a Thai elephant at that, and it's called The White Lotus Season 3 finale. So, for anyone that has yet to watch it, this is your first and final spoiler alert warning.
Alert.
Okay. Alert.
Our
alert.
formal warning, yes.
Yes, I'm getting nervous because, woo! Okay. Initial thoughts, Blake.
Okay, so I think we both have watched all 3 seasons of White Lotus, the Mike White creation, the Mike White baby. This finale was insane, maybe the most insane finale of the 3 seasons. And I was taken on an emotional journey, specifically in the last 25 minutes.
Yes.
And I'm still recovering. And I might need to call my therapist to get in with her tomorrow to go over it. But beyond that, I'm great.
Oh, good, good. I'm so happy to hear. Here's the thing, White Lotus, every single season and every single episode is a slow burn.
Slow burn.
Because like nothing happens, but everything happens.
Yeah.
And you're having to pick up on very subtle things. And so this past season, Walton Goggins' character, well, all the characters, but mainly him. I was telling Charlie this morning, I just cannot get a read on his character. I understand he's very angry, but like, it doesn't like explain point blank why, you know? So like the way
So I have a take on that.
his story ended up, I was like, that's why you're so mad? Like, I don't know.
I have a take on that because he posted something really interesting pre-finale that was kind of like an ode or a nod to him and Amy Lou's character, Chelsea, who they were lovers, couple, whatever, on the show. And he was basically talking about how like he did view their story as a love story. It was just completely like embezzled with childhood trauma, and that was like an overarching thing that was almost more present than their love in a sense. Yeah. And I thought that was a really interesting take because I think if you are someone who grows up without one of your parents, and there's a longing to know why. I think that is something that eats you up most of your life, potentially, depending on how you, like, mentally, where you are with that. And so I think for him, it was just so all-consuming that was what they kind of wanted you to take away from that, in a sense. Yeah. But also it was interesting because I think there's a lot of different things you can take from as far as the character of Chelsea intermixed with him. Because one thing I saw was... Okay, let me just get to the point here for a second.
Let's get to it.
First of all, this is the biggest spoiler of all time, okay? Rick and Chelsea both die in the finale. So Walton Goggins and Amy Lou Wood's characters both die. So first of all, there's kind of like this funny thing going around that's like, ladies, this is a testament to you can't fix a man. And this is the biggest reason why it might actually kill you in the end. And it did for Chelsea. Yeah. Picture there on screen. But also there was like this interesting thing about how, you know, they teased like, Chelsea, the character of Chelsea had this line where it was like, we represent pain and hope, and we'll see which one kind of prevails. And obviously it was pain that ended up winning in the end. But it was also interesting because there was all these like subtle foreshadowing, if you will, because then there was the point where in the last dinner, she's like, something about like, we're gonna spend forever together or whatever, right? And he's like, well, that's the plan. And then she starts crying. And I'm like, well, I don't think forever meant what they thought, but they are spending forever together. Yeah. And they did go out together. And it's just interesting. I think it's like, you also see this point of like, he gets so caught up in this thing about trying to figure out his childhood trauma, right? That he actually loses the person that means the most to him in the process. Yeah. And then also gets himself
And here's the thing, I don't know if I missed this because was I dozing in and out the hour and a half that I had to wait for just the last 25 minutes? I was. Was there any resolve why the dad was never, like, did he leave because the mom was a drug addict? He just...
There wasn't, and that's what's so frustrating. Anything. Yeah, you find out that Walton Goggins' dad, who he's trying to find the whole season, ends up being the male hotel owner. Yeah. What frustrated me, though, is there's the visit that he has in Bangkok to see this man, and there's really no resolve there. But then when they both arrive back at the hotel, back on the island in Thailand, the dad kind of, like, talks total smack on his mom and on the dad. And I'm like, you are the dad.
He is the dad.
So that part kind of made me mad. Yeah. Like, I didn't really understand that. And then he ends up taking his dad, which is why he ends up dead. It's very complicated. But another piece of this, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, are we gonna get to the family?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So the Ratliff family, okay, these people are absolutely insane. So they are modeled after like a very kind of stereotypical upper class Southern family. And you've seen this whole season, you have Jason Isaacs' character that has been allegedly kind of involved in some really sketchy business stuff back home, and once they arrive back home, he might get swept away by the feds, or his business is all gonna be gone or something.
The money's gonna dry up.
Yeah, but the caveat here is the family has no idea because he's been hiding it from them. But also, all 3 kids have completely gone on their own insane journeys in this week while in Thailand. Meanwhile, the Parker Posey's character, Victoria Ratliff, is just doing her little housewife, living her best life all week. She is completely tuned out from the world.
Right, and it wasn't even the lorazepam.
Yeah, the lorazepam
made her.
Yeah.
That is, I guess, that person.
Yeah,
she was.
she's just like a little kooky.
Everything's beautiful. We have money. Like, we are so fortunate, and not everyone is. So, like, take advantage of it, basically.
But the craziest thing ever is there's this thing they've kind of been subtly teasing all season about this poisonous fruit in Thailand, and there's this thing called the suicide tree, which is horrible to even say out loud.
Yeah.
But so in the finale, Jason Isaac's character asks one of the hotel staff about it again, and then ends up making smoothies for all of the family except the youngest Lachlan, and attempts to basically try and take out his family before realizing this is not what I want, and knocks the smoothie out of his oldest son's hand and stops. But then the craziest thing ever is the next morning, the youngest, who was not allowed to have the smoothie the night before, attempts to make a smoothie not knowing what's in the blender and doesn't clean the blender first, and almost dies before Jason Isaacs finds him and he wakes up. This was like the craziest thing ever. I just simply don't understand.
It was like he died, came to Jesus, and then came back to life, essentially. The coconut milk is bad.
Yes.
Coconut milk is bad. And then they just get to sail off into the sunset like
weird.
There's no worries in the world. So there is a lot that I think Mike White is probably shining a light on throughout the history of the world. And that's just how society is now. And you don't always get resolved like you want. And I think that's what he accomplished, that mission.
Yeah.
And then you got the actress and her 2 friends, and now I'm confused why they were even there. Like, what?
Well, Leslie Bibb, who plays one of them, she even kind of said that. She was like, we had the most boring storyline.
It was like they
I don't really know.
Trying to reconnect.
Yeah.
They end up fighting, then they end up saying, I love you, and then they sail off into the sunset. So
Which was weird. Because you're led to believe that they're gonna like totally leave the hotel just like completely in pieces. It didn't make sense to me. But then one of the most exciting points of the whole finale, honestly to me, was Belinda, played by Natasha Rothwell. She was in the first season. She returns in this season. And her whole thing all season is she's kind of a returning masseuse, wellness therapist, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was in season 1, Jennifer Coolidge's character promises to buy into her business. She doesn't. She ditches her. So now she makes this deal with Greg, who's Jennifer Coolidge's character's old husband kind of thing. It's so complicated. Basically, her and her son talk him into getting $5 million from him to start her own business, and she just sails off on a little yacht with her son with $5 million.
Did you notice, though, how she did the exact same thing Jennifer Coolidge did in season 1? She proposed the idea to the Thai guy that she had a love affair with, and then just takes it away from him. I'm like, okay, so this has to be symbolism of some sort, because the first season that happened to her, now she's doing it to someone else. So what does this mean for season 4?
I did see something interesting on Twitter, though, that was like, this is proof that money can make you lose your morals, which I thought was interesting. Because Belinda, the character of her, was always very like whole and very holistic, I would say. And then all of a sudden, it's like as soon as she got that taste of, oh my gosh, I have this much money, she ditched what she thought was important to her.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So
I don't know, you guys, it was so insane.
I guess that was just one trending topic, but it took up this entire time.
It's been my whole social media, though, so
Thank you for breaking it down for me.
Yes.